Wow, that was quite an experience. First of all, he's blonde. He's giving like Lord Farquaad vibes. Oh my freaking god. Unfortunately, she is giving...
I'm a 5'1", small, petite, fragile little girl, but...
I could take you down with my bare hands.
Hey guys, it's Nessa, and today I'm gonna be doing a book review. My first ever book review. For this past few months, I have been reading nothing but fantasy books, and I'm going to review all of them and then give you my thoughts and reviews on them. So if you guys are new here, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you want to see more like this, comment down below what types of books that you want me to read and review. You know, if there's like a book out there and you're like,
oh, like, I don't know if I should read that, like, I don't want to waste my money, like...
I'll waste my money and I'll just read it for you and I'll tell you if it's good or not. So yeah, anyways, let's just get straight into it. Alright, starting off strong, probably the most popular book on booktok. You know, even if you've never read this book, you've seen probably videos of it, you probably know what the book is, you've heard of the author. A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury. Basically, coming into this, I had no idea what this was going to be about. What this book is basically about is about a girl named Feyre. She's like a mortal or a human, and like basically she kills this wolf, and then she has to like go like be a punishment or pay her punishment and go to the realm of like fays and like fairies and stuff like that, or fairies. I don't know how to describe it. Basically her punishment is just to stay with this like really hot like lord of the court of spring or something like that. I don't know. The freaking people who are like ruling over the different courts, like there's the night court, the day court, the spring court, summer court, fall court. I don't know, there's a bunch of courts. This book starts off with like a really complicated map. Like, hello. Honestly, if it starts off with a really complicated map, that's how you know the author was thinking about this, and the world building is going to be good and the plot's going to be pretty good. To be honest, the first book just did not do it to me. I'm sorry, Tamlin, first of all, he's blonde. I don't know, blonde male leads in like love romance books, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, blonde, not only that, he has a bob. Like, not only does he's giving like Lord Farquaad vibes at first, okay, and then he's just being a little weird. And there's also like this thing where like he got like really horny on like a festival day. I don't know, it was just odd. It was really odd. There's like a woman who basically like overthrew all of like the lords and all the like people who were ruling the courts, and her name is like Amarantha, I think that's how you pronounce it, I don't know. And I'm just wondering like how the freak did all y'all like fall to that. Like, I'm sorry, if I was you, like I you know, I just would not fall for that. And then she has to go through like this traumatic trials to like free Tamlin. I'm sorry, like, you just met this man. Like, it's been a few months since you've been like in prison with him, and I know that it was better than her raggedy little village in the snow. Also, she can't read. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, yeah. And I was just so confused. Like, the love story just did not seem it. But this book, oh my freaking gosh. The second book is honestly just like peak. I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just say the vibes are switched up, okay? She's not with Tamlin no more in the second book. Let's just say that. I really like where it went with this. I just think like her gaining like every... Okay, another spoiler. Like, I think her just gaining like every superpower from all the courts is like a bit like... Like, I just can't stand it when like a main character is like overpowered and it's like obvious that she's the main character. Like, really, come on now. The romance in here is incredible. I would say this book is like 1,000 times better than this one, but unfortunately, to be able to understand what's going on here, you have to read this. Overall, I would give this ACOTAR series, I didn't read the full thing, honestly. There's like 5 other books, and apparently they're about like other people. I don't know, that just didn't interest me, so I only read these 2. But overall, I would give these 2 books combined together a 4 out of 5. And just to let you know, this book carried the scoring. Next fantasy series, Fourth Wing series. I'm gonna be honest, I just didn't really mess with this. It was just very like typical. I'm holding up the second book as if I like read it. Like I got to like maybe halfway through the book and I just put it down. Like it was just like it didn't really interest me. But Fourth Wing, okay, the first book, I read the full thing. The main character, unfortunately, she is giving, I am
a 5'1", small, petite, fragile little girl, but
I can take you down with my bare hands.
I'm able to ride the 2 most powerful dragons.
like, I don't know, it's like really, you know, like I know it's a fantasy book, but like can't we be just like a little bit realistic? And then not only that, her love interest Xaden, like on booktok, like y'all hyped him up so much, but it's literally just another typical like shadow daddy, 6'3", and he's tan with onyx eyes, and he's not white, and he's a little exotic, and blah blah blah, like the typical like stuff like that where they're using like men of color. I would say like the world building though, and like the plot, and the, you know, like all the type of stuff about fantasy, because if you're gonna write a fantasy book, like the plot has to be good, the world building has to be good, power scaling, all the type of stuff. I would say it definitely did its thing. It definitely ate with that part, but just like talking in terms of like romance, it was just like more sexual tension than like actual like yearning and relationship building and all that type of stuff. Like I felt like it went straight to lust before it became like love and stuff like that. And something that just like really icks me out about like romance books, especially like when there's like action and stuff like that, like the main guy is already like obsessed with her and wants to protect her and would literally give up his life for her, and it's like you've known her for like maybe a few months and all you guys have is just like okay bantering and like really forced sexual tension. Overall, I would have to say I'm gonna give this a 3.2 out of 5. Okay, so let's take a break from like fantasy series and go a little off grid and do a book that probably not a lot of you guys have heard of. I have no idea where the cover of this went. I think it's a hard copy, so of course there's like a little like paper thing or whatever you call it, I'm not sure. It is called Shadows Between Us, and what really got me hooked on this book, let me just read you the first page, okay? They've never found the body of the first and only boy who broke my heart, and they never will. I buried Hector Galenus in a hole so deep even the devils of the earth couldn't reach him. Like, that is one way to capture a reader. It definitely captured me. It started off so strong, and then basically she like goes to, I think it was like the king. Honestly, I read this months ago, I'm low-key forgetting. She's like trying to like get accepted as like a wife or something. It was basically like the selection. That's basically what I'm trying to say. It was definitely like very dark romance, and also it was very interesting trope because she can't touch the male lead that she's like her love interest or whatever. Overall, it was pretty good. Completely transparent with you guys, like I didn't finish this. It just kind of got a little boring halfway through, and it was just very hard. Like, you can't just start the book off so strong with such great plot and such a great like female character and a male love interest, and then it just drifts off that way, you know? It's just gonna be like, oh, I was expecting a little more. Like, I was expecting it to go up here, not going down here as the storyline goes. Overall, like, I would give this a 3 out of 5. All right, this next one I am so excited to share with you guys about. The Folk of the Air series. Oh my freaking gosh. I came reading this book. I didn't know anything about it. This is my favorite book ever. Probably, well, okay, I shouldn't say that. This is my favorite book. But this is my favorite series, okay? It's literally like the only book that has perfectly executed enemies to lovers. True yearning. The world building is just crazy. The plot, the everything. It was just perfect. It was perfect. So basically, for some context, like, I am a type of person where I love a book that is like action, has like a really good plot line, but it has a subplot of romance. Like, a good example of that would be like The Hunger Games with, like, you know, Katniss and Peeta and stuff like that. But basically, I was so surprised that a lot of people did not like this book when I went on like social media, because they were like, where's the romance? Where's the romance? Like, what the heck are you talking about? Like, no, this is not a romance book. This is a dark political fantasy with the best subplot romance of enemies to lovers, slow burn, yearning. It's just so freaking good. So basically, if y'all don't know what this book is, it's basically about this girl. She's a human and she has a twin sister, and basically, like, her parents died, and then like she was taken in by some like really like powerful fairy, and she has to go live in the fae world and stuff like that. But you know, the main character, her name is Jude. She is like disrespected and just like basically bullied because she's not a fae, she's a human, and she wants to become a knight to gain just more power and respect and just like not have to live like a really bad life. And she like starts working with one of the princes of like the fairy land, and there's something that, like, even though like she doesn't have any powers, and like, you know, like the fae are a lot more powerful than her because, you know, she's just a human and they're like literal like fairy tale creatures, she can do one thing that fays can't, is that she can lie. Fairies can't lie. And basically, through all of this, there is one prince that freaking hates her. He like just doesn't like her. His name is Prince Carden. And she basically is being used by one of the other princes to like gain political power through her ability to lie. So yeah, honestly, this book, this entire series is just incredible, and the romance is just so peak if you like truly appreciate like what it is and the plot and stuff like that. I usually never give out 5s, but this is currently the only series that I give a 5 to. So yeah. Okay, and finally, Powerless. Okay, so this entire book is plagiarized. It is basically the exact same plot as Red Queen, which is another book that I really like, but unfortunately it is like way less popular than this book. Okay, this book is very popular. I literally bought it because I just kept on seeing so many stuff about it. I was like, okay, I need to see what the hype is all about. And it's literally like taking the storyline of Red Queen and mixing it with a little bit of Hunger Games, and this is what came out. And not gonna lie, like, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard somewhere that like the author sometimes used AI to write like some of the stuff in here, and I don't know if that's true. I'm not accusing anybody of this, but some of the like sections, it was just like, this literally sounds like it was written by a bot. I like was just trying to ignore like the blatant like plagiarism, but you know, the romance between Peyton and Kai, they're like bantering, it was just, it didn't really do it for me. Like, I wasn't getting butterflies in my stomach, I wasn't getting excited about it, I wasn't like feeling the tension. It just felt kind of like forced, and it just like really sucks because like, you know, this, like at first I was like, oh wow, the storyline is so cool. I'm like, wait, this is literally the exact carbon copy of Red Queen. So it just kind of like really disappointed me, and also I just felt like very disappointed because like this book has so much hype on like social media and booktok and all that type of stuff, and so I just like dang, like I for real like got freaking let down. Like, so yeah, unfortunately I am gonna have to give this like a 2 out of 5. That's like generous, like maybe like a 1.8 out of 5. Anyways, for recommendations, if you are looking for a fantasy book that is more mainly romance, I would recommend the Aquatar series. Although I was saying that like this book is just like not as good as this book, it was still enjoyable to read and the plot was really, really good. But I'm telling y'all, like, it's like that one like meme where the guy is like mining and then just like treasure. It's literally what this is basically. If you're kind of just into like that typical like bantering, like tension type romance, and you know, like you still kind of want like a good plot or whatever, probably read the Fourth Wing series. That would probably be a good fit for you. If you want to read probably one of the most well-written female main characters, read the best enemies to lovers romance, get like a heart attack from like Prince Carden, definitely read this. If you're like more of like a person who like likes action and like a very, 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 very good plot with an incredible subplot of romance, the Folk of the Air series is for you. It's so good. It's so freaking good. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you guys have like any like recommendations or there's any books that you want me to review and give my honest thoughts about, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I will read them. But happy reading and I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.